Now people can hear me. Fantastic. We are live with this 6-person race. noxiousnick versus JargleBargle, Nasarius versus Aessy, Y2Sky versus Tommy Lee, 67. And I am ready to drop the gate right about almost now. I forgot about one crucial thing. There's always one more crucial thing to worry about. Hello, Red. Hello, Zero. No, I'm not going to be speaking. Good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun. Dot. Quit. I am out of the race. We are into here. The runners have been told that they can start at any second. Well, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We are go. And as soon as one of these screens fades out, I will start the timer and we will have a race on our hands. I am Invarial. Please take a moment to go follow all 6 of these runners. There we go. They are off. I seem to not have the right screen for Aessy. Hold on, please. Okay, Aessy is going, which just means I need to repull Essy's feed. And hopefully get it in the same resolution. Okay, good. All 5 of our visible runners, 4 of our visible runners and 1 mouse cursor are heading down the escape shaft, making their way across Old Mother Brain. There's a screen for Aessy. And heading down the elevator to collect the morphing ball. Once the morphing ball is collected, all 6 of these runners will be heading to a location called Alpha Missiles. Alpha Missiles, the first available item in the game, and thus the first randomized item in this seed, and every seed, most seeds. Every SMRAT seed. Tommy Lee's going to be the first to show it to us. No, Power Bombs, noxiousnick, and Tommy Lee, then Aessy, Nasarius, Jargle, and then Y2Sky. The spin jump animation is great. The hourglass. Some use controller, some use keyboard, some a mouse. Power bombs in the ceiling. Out of logic power bombs, as many of you know, and missiles at beta missiles or awakening missiles. The in logic power bombs make Billy Mays accessible, but not in logic, and they mean that Bomb Terizo, who we will probably see shortly, does not have to have power bombs, does not have to have morph ball bombs. And Aessy will be the first to arrive at Billy Mays. Super missiles at Billy Mays. And missiles at Billy Mays. So a bunch of ammunition to start. Aessy, Tommy Lee, Nasarius heading back across the invisible bridge. Jargle hasn't updated to Vista yet. He just prefers those retro Windows 3.1 icons. All right, we get a construction zone check. More power bombs. These are in logic. It's the start of the race, Oslo Van WOT. Very nice meme route seat. It's very healthy, power bomb wise. It's true. Tommy Lee checks Old Mother Brain. More power bombs. Here you go. Have all the power bombs you could possibly want. I warned them that I roll either very, very jet seeds or head-scratchingly. What did I say specifically? I said specifically, I either roll super jetty seeds or hair-pullingly frustrating ones. So Jargle is heading meme route. Everyone else appears to be heading up. Jargle at Green Hill Zone. And super missiles. Normal missiles at 230 missiles. And power bombs at Bomb Torizo. So even though Bomb Torizo did not need to have bombs or power bombs, Bomb Torizo has power bombs. Jargle with the high power bomb placement to make the back of Spore Spawn available. Super missiles at Charge Beam. Look like missiles just above Charge Beam. Yep. Missiles just above Charge Beam. Tommy Lee checking Bomb Torizo. Aessy checking 230 missiles. Nasarius at Bomb Torizo. noxiousnick at Bomb Torizo. So 5 of these runners taking a pretty standard route. And then there's Jargle doing Jargle things. That didn't look like screen shake. That didn't look like screen shake either. That was screen shake, but too low. The mouse cursor is making it very difficult to get the correct positioning. Yep. 3 of our runners back at the ship. I missed what was a Terminator, and that JargleBargle has gotten the proper super missile positioning. That's super missiles and missiles to the back of the gauntlet. I'm sure someone else will tell me what's a Terminator in just a moment. Nasarius. No, Nasarius is checking gauntlet. Tommy Lee is heading down into Brinstar. Aessy is also checking gauntlet. We have screen for screen. Ah, missiles. Jargle collects missiles from the back of Spore Spawn. Very ammo-heavy front-loaded seed. That looks like a charge beam at Mock Ball. And a Varia suit at the back of the Mock Ball room. So, unfortunately, I didn't set up a prediction. My apologies, but Varia was the first suit to be found. Not in logic. No speed booster yet. 3 runners picking up the back of gauntlet items right now. Y2Sky is at the Mock Ball room. So Y2Sky is going to pick up Varia a little bit after Tommy Lee. And that's Charge Beam for Tommy Lee. Jargle did not get it on the last super missile and will have to leave. Tommy Lee is heading down to check the Etacoons. Hopefully Jargle heads up to collect that Varia suit. But first, Mission Impossible. Which is grapple. Grappling beam at Mission Impossible. A missile at the front Edekun's item. Jargle doesn't have a super missile, and so wisely opts not to go into the Mission Impossible area. noxiousnick is going to collect Varia here in just a moment. And Tommy Lee is saving at the bottom of Edekun's so as not to die from spikes or other enemies. Nasarius collects the Varia suit. Varia suit for Aessy. Jargle with just enough missiles to get this door open and collect his Varia suit as well. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I like the mouse cursor. I haven't practiced enough with it to be confident with it. I like Mega Man X, but Mega Man X at least has like a gun you can aim and stuff. That looked like more ammo at the back of the frog, or at the Edekun's pocket. I think it was supers. In any event, Tommy Lee is out of Edekun's and is going to head down toward Pinkburn Star. Charge beam for JargleBargle. Super missiles for Aessy. Aessy and noxiousnick screen for screen right now. Nasarius about a screen behind. Very close in these races. And in case it isn't obvious, and it's probably not, noxiousnick versus JargleBargle in the left column. Nasarius versus Aessy in the middle column. Y2Sky versus Tommy Lee in the right-hand column. Grappling beam for Tommy Lee outside of Mission Impossible. Tommy Lee has the ammo to check the Mission Impossible. Mega Man X's sprite is amazing. Mission Impossible is super missiles. Old Man Sunshine, thank you for the raid. Welcome everyone coming on in with Old Man Sunshine. I am in Varial doing comms for this 6-person race. Still have this cough. Sub-Zero 314, thank you very much for that tier 1 subscription. I hope you enjoy the SRA emotes. JargleBargle collecting some ammo. And I'm guessing check Terminator and dipped. And judging by things that people have collected, that energy tank must have been the front of Gauntlet item. noxiousnick sees missiles behind Spore Spawn. It's a very ammo-healthy seed. They'll find their energy tanks, don't worry. JargleBargle is going to collect the Edekun's items now. Front of Gauntlet was a vanilla E. Thank you, Bugs Can't Hide. That was the only item that made sense, given that some of these runners have checked that and others haven't. And the ones that have checked all heavy tanks. Jargle taking a moment to stock up on power bombs here. The frogs are almost always / always drop power bombs. Y2Sky and Nasarius, screen for screen, checking the back of Spore Spawn. JargleBargle saving before the, I think it's called the Damage Boost Training Room. 99.4, thanks Lomian Jones. Super missiles for Tommy Lee behind the wave gate. .something%. And then energy is the rest of the percentage. 255 out of 256. Tommy Lee checking Green Hill Zone. We know that it's super missiles. Right. And Jargle needs to go back and do Mission Impossible and the Wave Gate, and then we'll have completed Brinstar. Tommy Lee will be the first to get to Red Tower, followed closely by Aessy. And Tommy Lee is going to head down. That grappling beam puts X-Ray into logic. But with all 6 of our runners having the Varia suit, they're probably going to check other places first. Spacer check for Tommy Lee. Spacer is power bombs. Have more ammo. You like ammo? I like giving you ammo. Have more ammo. 35, 40, 25. Tommy Lee is able to crystal flash twice without picking up ammunition. Aessy decides not to pick up the power bomb back. And Jargle is back at the wave gate. And gets it that time. And we'll collect these super missiles. Nasarius making the X-ray check. Also noxiousnick making the X-ray check. And Tommy Lee heads into Kraid. Oh. Nick, no. Oh, that's a difficult position for noxiousnick, who has to take a couple of damage boosts on these spikes to get high enough to grapple. No! noxiousnick takes a death. And in that time, Nasarius was able to check and leave X-ray. Probably power bombs. Bombs at Kraid missiles. Ooh. noxiousnick recently saved, so not put too far back. Has a bunch of super missiles to collect. Aessy and Tommy Lee fighting Kraid. Aessy a little bit in the lead. Oh no, that nail. That annoying finger. Kraid is going to stand up for Aessy and sit down for Tommy Lee. And missiles behind Kraid. Because what these runners need is more missiles. Jargle is also going to go across and check X-ray. Nasarius picks up bombs. I love everything about Jargle's sprite. Frog Pocket says, reserve tank. Just missiles at X-ray. Y2Sky and Nasarius taking on Kraid at the same time. Charge shot to start the fight. Oh no! Kraid is going to stand up for Nasarius and Y2Sky. Did not hold his mouth open long enough. Grade is down for Nasarius. Grade is down for Y2Sky. Tommy Lee down in Norfair, about to check high jump. Super missiles for Aessy at high jump. Regular missiles. And an energy tank. That's 2 energy tanks and 1 reserve tank this seed. Answer isn't down. They had Varia, Lovian Jones. Answer could be Norfair. I mean, it's an out of logic. You're right, it's an out of logic Varia suit. noxiousnick not going for X-ray, which makes sense because he didn't pick up grapple again. All runners have gone down. Tommy Lee checking ice. And a missile at Croc Escape. A little bit slow on that flame enemy kill. And Jargle picks up bombs. 5 of the 6 runners dealing with Kraid immediately. Ice check for Aessy. It's a reserve tank. Tommy Lee leaving that reserve tank room. Rumble Shaft is the next reasonable check, and we're going to see it from Tommy. Tommy Lee shoots and reveals a Spazer Beam. And is punished for trying to pick it up, as is Aessy. So we've got some wall climbing going on, the Wall Climbing Championships 2021. Spazer Beam for Aessy. Spazer Beam for Tommy Lee. And a standing upgrade on JargleBargle's screen, and noxiousnick is heading to Kraid as well. Tommy Lee and Aessy heading out of the Ice Beam area. Y2Sky gets the Mock Ball and is through. Now, all of these runners have to know that speed isn't down here. Tommy Lee is gonna head up. And that puts Speed Booster in wrecked ship or around wrecked ship. They don't have high jump, so they don't have access to Kraid for those bombs. Without access to or gravity at wrecked ship and speed in Meridia, yeah, one can hope. One can hope. In any event, speed is wrecked ship area locked. You're right, gravity could be at the front of wrecked ship, or on moat, or in the ocean, or in Red Tower. We still have 3 Red Tower items that could be items. Tommy Lee is going to go across and check X-ray now, find that missile. And Aessy is in Bubble Mountain. Not taking the Bubble Mountain save, just going for the speed boost to make this jump. And getting hit. I think that enemy is called King Kak by some. Worst king? I don't know. There have been some pretty bad kings. Aessy is checking the speed booster location. Speed booster cannot be vanilla. And Nasarius up here as well. Nasarius is going to check reserve. I ended up missing what was at the speed booster item. Super missiles, the first item in Norfair reserves. It was an E-tank. Very nice. Aessy getting that health out of the way. Missile at space jump at Norfair reserve. That's gonna make things. That's gonna make movement a lot nicer for Nasarius, and more power bombs because, of course. Meanwhile, over at Alpha Power Bombs, Spring Ball. We have a stacked upper Norfair, Spring Ball and Space Jump. And Tommy Lee picks up the item behind the Alpha Power Bombs. I want to keep track of all 6 races at once. They're so flashy, and I'm paying attention to way too many things. Y2Sky is going to check beta power bombs. Very interesting that our 6 runners, while they're not doing the same things, the 3 races are doing the same things. And an energy tank for Tommy Lee and Y2Sky. Even with the death, yes. noxiousnick is not too far behind JargleBargle. The fact that Nick saved probably kept him in this race. And there's a space jump for Aessy. Y2Sky and Tommy Lee leaving Red Tower. Y2Sky probably going to refill the ship. And Tommy Lee is going to open the door and head over to the moat. High jump boots on the moat. This is your crate access. High jump boots lead to Crade. Crade leads to bombs. Bombs are up logic to Criteria power bombs, which Y2Sky is not going to check right now. And Aessy is heading down to Crocomire. Crocomire not in logic yet. JargleBargle at wave. No, it's in logic as Varia, but it's not in logic because there's no way to get down here. You need wave or speed booster to get down here. Oh, as in logic is Varia. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a fair point. That's a very fair point. Nasarius also heading down toward Crocomire. Tommy Lee making the bomb jumps. And just missiles behind Crocomire so far. And that's Wave Under the Ocean? Okay, I missed Tommy Lee picking that up. Y2Sky heading on into Red Ship. There is a gravity suit Oh no. There is a gravity suit for Tommy Lee at Volcano. Y2Sky needs to remember, 1, that that location exists, 2, that it can be checked. Wave Beam puts Croc into logic. We're still missing Speed Booster though, aren't we? We're still missing speed for Varia. Not at Climb Supers. Where can speed be? There's Tommy Lee's Wave Beam under the ocean. Gravity is... No, it's not, is it? Gravity is not in logic. Yes, gravity is in logic. You're right. Gravity is in logic. The logic expected you to take the power bombs and super missiles that you found, go collect Wave Beam and High Jump, go collect High Jump, go down to Pink Bryn, pick up Grapple Beam, use Grapple Beam to get across the moat, or get Grapple first, doesn't matter, then collect Wave under the ocean, use the Wave Beam. Words. Yes. Use High Jump to go to Kraid, get bombs from Kraid, use the bombs to go up to Volcano. That's how you get Gravity Suit in logic. noxiousnick backdooring Grapple. Nasarius leaving the area. JargleBargle entering Crocomire. noxiousnick finds nothing yet. One more screen. When is moat in logic? As soon as you can powerbomb it, yeah. Energy tank. Y2Sky has defeated Fantoon. Tommy Lee is fighting Fantoon. Aessy is returning, leaving Norfair, heading through Brinstar, and going to head up Red Tower. I blinked and missed what Y2K saw and ignored in the left area. Right, super missiles. Our Ice Beam. Ice Beam. And Aessy is using the space jump to go check X-ray and be upset by missiles. noxiousnick, our infinite bomb jumping. And Jargle is just going to space jump up there. It's a reserve tank. Tommy Lee will be in ammo mode soon, it's true. Y2Sky needs to collect the gravity suit. Will Nasarius also check X-ray? I don't think so. I think Nasarius did check X-ray. So Nasarius and Aessy in the same room, about half a screen apart from each other. Oh, Aessy tries the hero shot and does not quite get it. Nasarius is up. They have charge, yes. Charge was the item under the crumbling bridge at Mockball. So that is in logic. Not speed-locked charge beam. Jargle leaving Crocmire. I missed what was in the cosine room. Nick also leaving from the same room. I don't know what was at the cosine room, but I assume it wasn't great. Speed booster for Y2Sky at the wrecked ship energy tank. No resetting from that. Y2Sky has bot wound access, just needs that gravity suit. Hopefully, we'll check the volcano area. Gravity is at volcano, Criteria power bombs, the item above the ship landing site. Do not die, Y2Sky. 27, 12, that's reserve tanks kicking in. 2 of them, 1 of them. Ouch. That was a very painful room, but Y2Sky is through. Tommy Lee just has to head through the spiky room of death. Saved by the reserve tanks. And Nasarius and Aessy are going to pick up Grav at the same time. JargleBargle checking Ice Beam. noxiousnick at Croc Escape, but leaving. And Aessy and Nasarius are very tied. Y2Sky checking the top of wrecked ship. This might be a good play. But I'm pretty sure Tommy Lee has everything that he needs to finish this seed. Screw attack could be up here, for example. But Y2Sky is looking for gravity. Tommy Lee has found gravity and is just gonna go to Ridley. Wave beam for Nasarius. Aessy heading down Red Tower. Aessy's saving Fantoon for last. So some actual divergence in the middle race. JargleBargle and noxiousnick. JargleBargle leaving Norfair. noxiousnick running past where you would go for Ridley to the back of Bubble Mountain. An Aessy Powerbomb clip or Crystal Flash clip. I don't know. I do not know. I do know that Y2Sky is making this long check. Sky missiles have been a very trolly location in this SMRAT tournament. Today, continuing the troll by just being Sky missiles. Fantoon fight for Nasarius. And Tommy Lee is in Meridia proper now. Checked Main Street. I didn't see what was there, because there's a lot going on. Spring Ball for noxiousnick. Y2Sky is going to heal up a bit. And Tommy Lee is getting that charge, or that Shine Spark. Shine Spark straight up. And not collecting the missiles. Aessy is through the lava dive and heading toward Ridley. Y2Sky is activating the bowling machine. Tommy Lee is getting ready to Shine Spark and go deeper into Meridia. And whatever, collision. Collision doesn't matter. If Nasarius gets ice and speed, that will make for a faster Torian, yes. E-tank for Tommy Lee. Y2Sky sees missiles. Has speed booster. Checks wreck ship reserve. Super missiles. And ice beam for Nasarius. noxiousnick about to collect space jump. JargleBargle leaving red tower. Y2Sky leaving wrecked ship. Heading back toward the ship. This is a positive development. Y2Sky and Nasarius on the same screen. Y2Sky. Shine Spark straight up. That was supposed to be a diagonal Shine Spark. And then it wasn't. Round 2. There's Screw Attack. Precious Screw Attack. Tommy Lee not picking it up. But Precious Screw Attack. As noxiousnick heads down into Crocomire. Again? To check the Mount Everest item. Y2Sky has collected Gravity Suit. And Tommy Lee sees this reserve tank and is firing super missiles of happiness into it. Tommy Lee fighting Dragon. Gets the quick kill here. Nasarius heading down Red Tower. That is a fantastic Dragon kill. Y2Sky takes the save of the ship. And Y2Sky is checking the front of Gauntlet. Aessy versus Ridley. Charge Beam is going to help here. It means that you can't soft lock against any of the bosses. JargleBargle is taking on Phantoon. Tommy Lee picks up Screw Attack after defeating Dragon. And that Screw Attack is going to make for an easier Lower Norfair and a marginally more frustrating Turian. Aessy saving 16 super missiles. I'm not sure what for. But I'm certain he has a reason. Tommy Lee taking a moment to refill a little bit here. And uses a sandpit to head down. And Y2Sky is not going to check climb supers. Okay. Oh, to have a fast second half of Ridley. That's fair. That's an energy tank. Tommy Lee's going to pick that up. JargleBargle with Phantoon defeated is going to make a bunch of wrecked ship checks here. I'm not sure if that mouse cursor has collected the gravity suit or not. It's difficult to tell. Oh, the answer when he turned into a morph ball. No. I'm going to guess that Jargle has not collected a morph ball yet, or a gravity suit yet. Nasarius heading through Amphitheater, the actual worst room in the game, and down toward Ridley. And Aessy takes a death to Ridley. Ugh, that is not comfortable. I don't think Aessy's saved. Aessy has forfeited from the race. The middle race would have been the closest race. It's very true. It is very true. Alright, I'm hoping for a response from Aessy. There is a heck from Nasarius in the IRC channel. Yep, Aessy is 100% allowed to watch the restream after the forfeit. As long as there's no unforfeit afterwards. In the middle race, Nasarius is ahead. I would argue that Tommy Lee is ahead on the right side. And noxiousnick is heading into wrecked ship while Jargle is cleaning up and heading out. So I would suggest that Jargle is ahead. noxiousnick is heading down to the Fantoon fight. JargleBargle is checking the wrecked ship reserve item. Super missiles, probably not picking those up. Y2Sky is checking the speed booster area. Yep, Aessy took an unfortunate death to Ridley after doing the first half of the fight with charged Spazer. The patterns just did not play nicely. The joy of a full randomizer is the suits can be practically anywhere, but you thought Spazer was stronger? That's fair, Aessy. GG to you, like I said, strong effort. That was a really nice race to watch up until the point where you died. You and Nasarius made the same decisions and were screen for screen for a lot of it. Nasarius getting ready to leave Lower Norfair, gets past the three amigos, three musketeers. Divergence did not really happen until Gravity. Did Nasarius and you took very closely the same route. noxiousnick checking the bottom of wrecked ship. JargleBargle hopefully going to collect Gravity Suit in a moment. Heading back toward the ship, that's a good sign. Tommy Lee shine sparking through some pirates. Y2Sky heading down into Lower Norfair. That is a pretty close race on the right as well. Yeah, what Captain Stack said. The three races have taken similar routes. And there's some missiles of happiness by JargleBargle into Gravity Suit. JargleBargle collects Gravity. noxiousnick collects Speed Booster. Tommy Lee is fighting Ridley the Destroyer. Ridley, the quicker picker-upper of Samus's. Yeah, Aessy, it could have been incredibly close. course they're missiles of happiness, Break Jake. What else would they be? And Nasarius heading back into Meridia. Or possibly into Meridia. Yes, into Meridia for Nasarius. Yeah. Missiles of happiness. noxiousnick checking missiles in the sky to find missiles. Nasarius fighting bot wound. Tommy heading out of Ridley's lair. Y2Sky collects the energy tank of shame, bringing the total to 7. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have the records for all 6 of these players up on the screen. There's very little screen real estate with this layout, unfortunately. I think Tommy has as well. Screw Attack confirms a Dragon kill. Leaving Lower Norfair confirms a Ridley kill. Speed Booster confirms a Gravity kill, or a Phantom kill, and everyone has killed Crid. The cursor is so distracting, but it's also so funny to watch. The cursor is like the meme timer of characters, except I don't hate it. noxiousnick collecting the super missiles at, yeah, I did say that, Decimus. But it bears repeating. noxiousnick collects the super missiles that are at Wreckship Reserve. No, that's fair. That's fair. I too was distracted by the cursor. All glory to the cursor toad, something something. noxiousnick needs to check Volcano here. X-ray at Shack Tool? Who knows? Who knows? Y2Sky versus Ridley. And noxiousnick returns to the ship for chance to save as JargleBargle heads through the worst room in the game. Y2Sky out of super missiles. And Ridley being Ridley. 3. 4 swoops. Come on, Ridley. Pick up Samus. Thank you. Speed was at Wrecked Ship energy tank. That sounds amazing, Old Man Sunshine. And noxiousnick has collected a gravity suit. I use the Mega Man X sprite when I play SMZ3. So I get Mega Man X in Super Metroid and also X in Link to the Past. And X's bunny sprite in Link to the Past is holographic Dr. Light and it is amazing. Oh, you used the old man sprite. Huh. Go figure. Nasarius is leaving Red Tower. Ooh, Contra sprite. JargleBargle collecting the energy tank of shame. Tommy Lee and Nasarius on the same screen. Not quite frame for frame, but screen for screen, absolutely. Zelda has so many sprites, it's true. Tommy Lee refilling at the ship. Nasarius refilling at the ship. Will this be a save? Yes, it's a save for Tommy Lee. This is also true, MM2. Samus has a couple more frames of animation and several different positions. Nasarius did not pick up Screw Attack at Precious. Neither did Y2Sky. But Tommy Lee is very slightly in the lead here. Entering Turian at 1 hour 52 seconds. And that's a Ridley down for Jargle. noxiousnick is starting bot wound. And Tommy Lee is through the first Metroid room, and Nasarius is through the first Metroid room. This is true. This is very true. Nasarius movement looks much nicer than Tommy's, meaning no disrespect to Tommy at all. Nasarius is through room 3. Tommy Lee is being grabbed by novelty hats. And trying not to be grabbed by novelty hats. Nasarius gets grabbed in room 4, but is through. And Nasarius and Tommy are getting ready to meet some babies. Well, Tommy needs to deal with Metroid room 4 first, right here. An additional novelty hat. It's down. Tommy Lee gets a Metroid hug. noxiousnick takes down Dragon and is going for the spike suit here. I'm not sure how it works, but I assume noxiousnick does. noxiousnick, Shine Sparks out, reverse Happy. Nasarius has taken down Mother Brain 1. Tommy Lee is getting into the start of the Zepatite Room. Noxiousnick is starting to leave Meridia. Y2Sky still needs to head to Botwoon, and JargleBargle is leaving Lower Norfair. Nasarius saving 15 super missiles for exactly that moment when Mother Brain shoots her catch-up beam. And now just needs to damage down 79 energy. Tommy Lee starts in on Mother Brain 1. Mother Brain 2 now for Tommy Lee. And Nick needs to do Lower Norfair. That seems correct. We have Mother Brain destroying the baby Metroid. On Nasarius screen, we have Mother Brain wearing an oversized novelty hat. On Tommy Lee's screen, and Nasarius gains the Hyper Beam and just needs to shoot Mother Brain a bunch of times here. Y2Sky heading into Dragon, not checking Precious, but that's okay. Yes, Mama Turtle was checked. It was ammo and more ammo. Noxiousnick unfortunately has to reposition and loses the Shine Spark. And Dragon comes into the screen on Y2Sky's side. Nasarius is leaving, no speed booster, but managed to make up so much time due to movement in Turian. Nasarius looking to be the winner of this race, unless the Behemoth Spark really saves that much time. Y2Sky getting picked up by Dragon, Noxiousnick damage boosting through the worst room in the game. JargleBargle heading into Dragon. Do not underestimate the Behemoth Spark. It's true. It's true. And Nasarius running toward the ship presses down and has finished in first place with an SRL time of 1:08:31. GG to you, Nasarius. There we go, third time's the charm. GG, Nasarius.
Hey, thanks.
How are you feeling?
Pretty bad. I thought I played that one really badly, like movement and everything, and making the wrong calls. And I think the only thing that I might have gotten right is checking criteria power bombs before wreck ship.
I don't know. You and Aessy made incredibly similar plays for the for basically the entire part of the seed that Aessy was participating in. One moment we have a GG to Tommy Lee and a forfeit from Y2Sky, and that means I have to take care of something real quick. Real quick. There we go. There we go. Okay, apologies.
Yeah, so what happened to Aessy?
Aessy took a death at Ridley.
Okay. Yeah, so he wasn't
and hadn't
that far
saved.
ahead, I guess.
Yeah, you were both very, very close. Movement-wise, area-wise, check-wise. All three races, if you end up watching this back, you'll notice this as well. All three races took different routes, but both runners in each of the three races took similar routes.
Okay.
Yeah, talk me through that. Tommy Lee is joining us as well. In a moment, maybe. There we go. GG Tommy Lee, and welcome. Nasarius is going to walk us through the seed.
Oh, am I?
GG.
Yeah, GG Nasarius.
Yeah, GG. Yeah, so I have no memory of where anything was, so I don't know.
There were items, they were on the planet somewhere.
That's correct.
I think I missed a spot leaving Brinstar Retro Brin, so my heart started racing when I ended up in Lower Norfair, or Upper Norfair, thinking, man, I missed that spot. I bet gravity's there. But it turned out it worked out. But all the E-tanks, I was like, wow, this is something.
Look, I gave you a bunch of ammo. You should have been able to make do with that.
Oh yeah. I was gonna go to Ridley with.
Too.
I picked up Spazer as well. I never found plasmas. So.
I think everyone picked up Spazer.
I did.
Oh,
But that was a mistake.
Plasma,
Fine
super
then.
missile, criteria.
Oh, yeah, prime supers. No one was getting that. I don't know where speed was.
I didn't even check it. I was like, okay, so if I missed gravity there, if I find speed booster, I'll go back and look at prime supers and that one power bomb and retro Brin, which I think I didn't get. So I was sort of. And there was no way I was doing a reverse meme just to that one spot because I was on. I didn't even have an E-tank yet at that point. Yeah, it was fun seed. Incidentally, the seed that I practiced on, I only had 5 tanks the whole time too. So it was like, oh yeah, this is just reminiscent. I've been here before.
Fair enough. You were asking about Speed Booster. It was wrecked ship energy tank.
Yeah. I decided, okay, not enough E. This is a low E tank. Maybe it's a vanilla E. That's all I was hoping for, actually, was a vanilla E there.
Fair enough. Y2Sky, welcome, and GG to you.
Yeah, GG.
Thanks. Guess I lost a little too much time looking for E-tanks because I had just killed Dragon and was on the way out and thought that came in from you, Tommy. So yeah, it's 10 minutes behind at least.
Yeah, I did a little bit of extra searching for E-tanks too, but fortunately, the lucky where I think I got lucky was I was headed into wreck ship and I was at Moat. I'm like, you know what? I got bombs. You know that Criteria power bomb spot is notorious for suits, so I went there, and lo and behold,
Yep.
gravity. So it was like, all right. So I was able to, you know, skip the rest of. Where I lost time was going to, I think, ice beam location. Yeah, I went there for whatever reason, thinking something to be there, but it wasn't anything. So
Yeah, that was pretty big. I never.
well, that's where Spazer was actually. It was Crumble Shaft, so I picked that up. So I guess that
Yep.
was worthwhile anyway. Oh, I guess it was worth.
You both fell down the crumble shaft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a really nice race to watch. I said this to Nasarius before you popped in, before I guess you two popped in. But all three races followed different routes, but all pairs of racers followed similar routes.
Oh, really?
So Tommy, you and Y2Sky did many similar things.
Oh.
noxiousnick and JargleBargle, and Nasarius and Aessy followed very similar routes until Essy's unfortunate death.
I'm assuming Aessy went down first, like down the ridge, probably, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, and I thought, you know what, just, you know, play it safe. I only had 2 E-tanks or something at that time. I did have 3 reserves, which is unorthodox to pick up 3 reserves, but in a low E-tank seed, I was like, you know what, I'm grabbing them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thanks in Burrell for getting the restream going. That was paramount.
Hey,
Started pretty
no
much
problem.
on time. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to put together a couple more things on the restream machine, but all of you were nice enough to go live early enough for me that I cropped your screens in like 10 minutes, and then it was like 20 minutes to go time. So I owe all of you a thanks as well, because I can't get a restream going without all of you being live.
GG's to everybody for going live.
There you go.
Is there sometimes people that aren't going live? Like, how do you do that?
There are people that like to go live 5 minutes before go time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was ready 45 minutes early, but I didn't start the stream until I asked for it because I was just sort of practicing around the other seat. But...
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Nasarius, anything final you want to say about the seed?
Not really. Again, I kind of feel bad about that one because I was behind, maybe not as behind as I thought, but yeah, it's too bad.
That is very fair. What does this improve your record to?
4-2, I believe. Surprising.
4-2. GG. And good luck to you in week 7 against your 4-2 opponent.
Yeah, thank you.
Tommy Lee, anything final you want to say about the seed?
No, GG to everybody involved, and follow the runners and follow Emberell. I don't know, just if you play or not, or just restream or on or whatever you do, but give
You
them a
know,
follow.
you could follow me and find out.
I suppose so. I'm gonna do that right now. Everybody click that. It's right there.
Y2Sky, do you have anything that you want to say about the seed? Any final words?
I think we about covered it. I'm still not routing optimally on seeds where I can't just immediately go up direct ship. So my forte seems to be if I am able to go Fantoon first, feedback with the seed. But it's not happened in the past few races, so gotta work on those.
Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, that's where I kind of started going wrong too. Like all the losses were going up, and so I thought, you know, if I have the equipment to go up, if logically, then I'll go up. But if I don't, like I was CWJ and all sorts of BS. SMZ3 is a lot different, right? You know, have the stuff, then the stuff is probably gonna be up there. So you know, this was actually the first race I went down first.
Fair enough. It seems to have paid off for you.
Yeah. And yeah, tough break. Y2Sky. You know, my heart starts beating when I start hitting the tray, and it's like, oh my god, like this dot done's going to Y2Sky right now. I start making mistakes and stuff. Mock tray, one little tray was giving me a little problem there. Second.
Yeah, you just couldn't shake that one.
Couldn't shake that one. I start crouch lock, and then, you know, then I'm like, oh, whatever. It's just the race. Put myself out of it, and yeah.
So my next 1 or 5 opponents watching, if you're still under 110, you're relatively safe because I haven't broke 110 yet. So you got one under.
Oh no. Does this mean that you're going to be practicing in the practice races that they put up from time to time?
So had a good one the other day. So yeah, keep those rolling.
Yeah, I wish you the best in next week, and I wish you both the best in the bracketing stage. Thank you very much for a really enjoyable race. There are plenty more races tonight. It's a matter of if we can get people to do them. We have a race at 7:30. Looks like it's starting up on SRA 2. Yusuriha and Sailor Jade and Music and Straw Mug are making Chish versus Incroyable and Sloters versus J-Chalk happen. If we can get a team for it, Idle Child versus Kato Rukawa at 8. Meteorific versus Junie, Lomi and Jones versus Glacio Souza, Leslie Pro versus Freddy M3K at 9. So, race starting in 7 minutes, 37 minutes, and 97 minutes.
Great, thanks.
No problem.
Thanks for having me here.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for spending the moment to talk to us. Have a great night.
Thanks.
And we have Jargle leaving Mother Brain, noxiousnick at in the cutscene for Mother Brain 3. And these have been some spectacular races here. And Jargle is heading down to save or taunt the animals. It's save! Save the animals. And noxiousnick has defeated Mother Brain. What do you mean disqualified? Nobody skipped spring ball. And Jargle has finished in 3rd place with an SRL time of 1 hour, 22 minutes, 47 seconds. Chi-Chi to JargleBargle, who says that he will be joining me in the booth in just a moment. And noxiousnick is heading through escape. And Noxious Nick has finished in 4th place with an official SRL time of 1:24:02. GG to all of our runners tonight. I have invited Noxious Nick to interview as well. Comment from Noxious Nick: never bet on Croc. Why would you say something so controversial and yet so brave? And Noxious Nick is joining me in the booth. Noxious Nick. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, just saying hey.
Oh, I already told chat what you had to say about this seed, but
Yep, I'm sticking
I
by
have
it.
to ask you. I have to ask you, why would you say something so controversial and yet so brave?
Well, I'm gonna look at the results of my bet, and I'm gonna stand by what happens when you make that bet. I
For
think
what it's worth,
my gameplay speaks for itself.
for what it's worth, you both made that bet.
Oh, lucky me, I guess.
You went back though. You grabbed Space Jump and then went back and was like, "I'll bet it's at Mount Everest." That
Yeah, I
reserve
was real
tank.
nervous when I finally found Space Jump and thought that puts that thing in logic that I can't even see.
Welcome, Jargle. GG to you. If you're saying words, I can't hear you.
I was muted. Sorry. GG
There
to
we go.
everyone.
GG,
Hey, Jargle, GG.
indeed.
And yeah, I went Croc, and there was nothing there but ammo. It was a fun time. Then I found gravity and spent all my missiles on it because I was very mad.
Oh, I thought those were happiness missiles.
No, those were very mad missiles.
Really? I thought you were so happy to see gravity, you just fired all your missiles at it.
I think I had a similar
maybe
reaction
that's
to the reserve tank in Under Croc.
I collected all the reserve tanks. I'm like, well, if the game's gonna give me them, I may as well take them, because I didn't have any E in the beginning of the game, and I got my first reserve tank. And I started getting a little bit of E, and I found another reserve tank. And, you know, I was just like, you know what? If I get all these, I'm just gonna. If I find all of them, I'm just gonna have them all.
That's fair.
And I kind of wanted to, whenever I was doing the Mother Brain fight, I wanted to use all my reserves, just so I can go and kill one more E or whatever. I don't know.
So, you weren't privy to this knowledge, obviously, because you were racing against Nick at the time. Nick took a death.
Oh no.
Nick took a death like one swing away from X-Ray, got trolled by one of the waivers, and
Horrible. Sorry.
yeah. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I took a gamble on doing X-ray with nothing but grapple and one E tank, and that sent me back.
Yeah, I think I made a similar choice. I don't remember. I just remember Like I know I had grapple. I know I didn't have a whole lot of other stuff, but I had like that one reserve tank. I don't remember what my equipment was whenever I checked X-ray. So
That's fair. It was pretty early in the seed.
but whenever I saw missiles, it's like, oh, cool. This is where I die.
So I've made this comment to 3 of the other 4 runners, and Aessy as well, I think, to the chat. But all 3 races ended up following different routes, but the pairs of racers in the races followed very similar routes.
That's very interesting.
Oh yeah, when I finally went up to Wreck Ship, like what felt like an hour into the seed, and I saw all the items in Wreck Ship, I was just thinking, whoever didn't go down is gonna finish any minute now, and I'm still trying to get to the second boss.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
These are the decisions that are going to haunt you through every randomizer seed where there's a choice.
It's always that stupid flip of the coin. You either get burned, which there's only 2 options if it's a flip of a coin. You either get burned or you get really lucky. I just feel like I get burned more often than I get lucky.
That's alright, tonight we both got burned together. It worked out.
I think it's because I mentioned the Wreck Ship seed where I found Varia, Grav, and Speed in like the first 20 minutes of the seed.
Oh yeah, that's never happening again.
Yeah, and that just like is going to screw up my luck on every future SMRAT seed ever, because it's like, okay, you've got your 1, now you're gonna get a bunch of crap.
Yep, and then the second you stop checking Wreck Ship, it'd be like Sky Missiles' Varia suit.
Yes.
So, and I have to go there.
Or you find Varia somewhere, and you find your like Speed or Ice and decide to skip Attic or whatever, and like Gravity's at like Sky Missiles or at Gravity or something dumb.
Yep. Or Speed Booster can be at Wreck Ship Energy Tank, and Ice Beam can be an Attic.
Well,
the way seeds go.
The one good thing about tonight's seed is that it took me like an hour to find go mode. But once I hit go mode, I cleared everything like any percent because I had charge wave and a ton of power bombs and speed and high jump, so no awkward movement for me, and I just sprinted to the end of the game.
Likewise, I love it whenever you have all your movement items.
It wasn't until I left Norfair and was heading up to Torian that I realized I didn't have enough missiles for Mother Brain because I had charge, so I wasn't even thinking about it. So that slowed me down a little bit, but otherwise I was pretty happy with the last 20 minutes of my game.
All right. Any final comments from either of you?
I haven't looked at who the other 3-3 people are. I don't know. I don't know who the other 3-3 people are. I look forward to facing whoever, and I wish noxiousnick and all the other runners best of luck on their next run for the last week.
That's completely fair. noxiousnick, anything to say?
No, nothing else from me. Just thanks for the stream, thanks for commentary, thanks for everyone for watching.
All right, well, thank you everyone for coming out today. We will see you next mission right here on SRA 1 as soon as we can possibly get the stream together, because unfortunately the machine that was scheduled to do the race on SRA 2 is down at the moment. So we're going to scramble and get another stream for you right here on SRA in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. These have been some fantastic races tonight so far. We will see you next mission in literally a few minutes. Thank you all for being here.
Thanks everyone. I'll get out of the way.